everybody? Video number 1000. I can't believe we made it to 1,000 videos in 2.5 years. I mean, I knew I was turning out videos, but holy crap, this is insanity. For 2.5 years, 1,000 videos. They said I needed to post a lot. I think I went overboard. So how did it start and why did it start? This is something I've never talked about in any of my posts, any of my videos, why I started making videos. And it wasn't to become the word vomit that I call a social media influencer. That was the last thing I wanted to be because I'm not a big fan of talking. I always say the wrong thing, even when I mean well. So I don't like to talk. So there's your warning for this video. This started as nothing more than me uploading videos to try and get a gig. That's it. That's what this started as. Did it work? No. Didn't land a single gig until after I did the first Nash Jam. And that was for the video shoot that some of you are aware I did with Michael Morton, which was a phenomenal experience. That's the first gig. So it didn't work. The drum videos didn't work, but it started as just an online portfolio to try and get a gig. And then I turned into the social media influencer. But through that, I have got to hook up with some awesome companies over these last 2.5 years. From Berg being the very first, Omete Cymbals through RLdrums, and then RLdrums, and then through them, SoundWave. I've been using RL sticks now, just kind of giving them the run for their money for about 8 months now. They're phenomenal sticks. I've also used and did a small partnership. At this point, it might go farther with Everflame. Their sticks are phenomenal. And then, you know, we've got SE microphones, SE electronics. Like, that was a huge one for me. King's Customs drums, phenomenal. Snareweight, I don't use a lot of Snareweights all the time, but I always have them handy because you never know when there's gonna be a day where you just don't get your drum tuned right and you need a little dampening to fix it because you don't have time to sit out here and fully tune the kit. So I mean, Snareweight, and then my latest, not an endorsement, but I am working with them, and that would be Def and Drum. I think I got that right. Yeah, Def and Drum. I always like go sideways with it and think it's drum and def, and then I'm saying it and it doesn't make sense because that's not it. But these things are so cool. This is the Drum Buddy Big Mouth, but I've got it with both mounts because sometimes I'm too lazy to throw on my the L bracket, as I call it, tom arm, and just want to clamp it to a piece of hardware. So I have both of them set up. I've partnered with some companies and the stuff just didn't work out. But yeah, like the only company that I've reached out to and I haven't heard nothing from them is Tama for their Iron Cobra hi-hat stands and pedals. That's been my go-to pedal since 2001. No, since 1999, I've used Tama Iron Cobra hi-hat stands and pedals. There's been a few periods where I've switched to something else, but I always come right back to my Tama Iron Cobras. Been using Evans heads for years. I'm probably not at the level they need or want right now, but that's cool. I'm still gonna use their stuff. The Evans stuff sounds phenomenal, and I've used it since I started playing drums when I realized, oh, there's something else out there besides these other brands, and they last. And I've always had my drums in areas where it's hot, it's cold, there's no AC, yada, yada, yada. So the Evans stuff holds up under those conditions, and that's why I use them. What else? We talked about Omete Cymbals. I've been using them for a little over a year now. It's been a crazy adventure. You know, I've been very blessed and very fortunate to be able to work with these companies. It's kind of a dream come true, and while a gig is still very priority on my mind, it doesn't really matter anymore because I've partnered with some amazing companies and I don't have to really leave town to do these videos. I just wanted to make this video to kind of celebrate 1,000 videos. This is the 1,000th video. I didn't really know what to do, but I figured I'd do this. It was probably a bad idea, so I'll make 1001 something worth watching. So, if you made it this far through this my TED Talk, thank you. And I guess I'll be going for 2,000 now. Yikes. All right, thank you guys for watching and following, subscribing, and being a part of my journey here. Let's see what's to come. Take it easy.